Hello, this is Kirill from forexboat.com and welcome to the 8th tutorial on testing and optimization in MetaTrader 4. In the previous tutorial we talked about the forward test, and today we will be discussing the concept of optimization. Before we dive in, for those of you who are watching this course on Udemy, I would like to ask you a favor. I know we're not finished yet, but if you've already gotten a lot of value out of this course, would you mind leaving a review? Even just clicking the number of stars you feel the course deserves so far would be helpful. I'm asking you now since a lot of students originally intend to leave reviews at the end of the course but never do because they forget or never finish the course for whatever reasons. If you're not sure right now, you can always change the review or just leave one later. It's totally up to you. Okay, now on with the show. So what is optimization? According to the Oxford Dictionary, to optimize means to make the best or most effective use of. What does that mean for us when we're using algorithmic trading systems on the Forex market? Well, as you can recall from tutorial number 4, every Forex robot comes with a set of parameters that you're able to change in order to adjust the behavior of the Forex robot on the Forex market. And by adjusting these parameters, you can get the Forex robot to produce unprofitable results, or you can get it to produce profitable results. So for us, optimization will mean finding the optimal set of parameters that will yield the highest possible result and that will give us the best return. So let's look at an example. As you can recall, this is the timeline that we looked at in the previous tutorial. Let's for a second forget about the forward test. So this is how we conduct back tests on the Forex market, and say for instance that we have come up with 5 different sets of parameters for a Forex robot, and we want to check which of those 5 parameters is the best for us to use in trading. So what we would do is we would write all these 5 out here, and we would run 5 separate back tests, and then we would choose out of the results. So say for example that the results are as follows. Obviously right away we can see that these 2 are unprofitable, and we would discard set number 3 and set number 4, and out of the remaining sets we would choose the most profitable one, this one. Of course this is a very basic approach, and in reality we would look at other things like the ratios that are available in the strategy test report. For example, we'd look at the profit factor and the expected payoff, and also we would want to run some forward tests to see that these results would actually perform, these sets would actually perform in a similar fashion on this data that we still have here available for a forward test. But in its essence, this is the approach to optimization. You just come up with a set of parameters, you run the back tests for those parameters, and you look at the results that those parameters yield, and then you choose the best one. Of course, this process can be quite lengthy because sometimes Forex systems have multiple parameters, and when you look at all the different possible combinations of parameters, it can grow exponentially, and it can be in the tens of thousands of different backtests, and there's virtually no way for a person to run all those backtests manually in a short period of time. So this is where MetaTrader 4 comes in to help us out. MetaTrader 4 has inbuilt functionality for us to perform optimizations on the fly. So how is this done? Let's have a look at a standard expert advisor inputs card, and here you can see that we're looking at the simple system inputs, and this system is a proprietary system which we will be discussing in more detail in the next section. However, right away from here we can see that there are 2 parameters, take profit and stop loss, which probably are responsible for the targets for this trading strategy, and currently they're set at 40 each. What we can do in MetaTrader 4 is we can tick the box on the left here, say for example for the stop loss, and that way we will tell MetaTrader 4 that we want to optimize this particular variable. What it will do is MetaTrader 4 will keep these other variables constant as they're set, but it will ignore this value for stop loss. Instead of this value, it will actually run multiple back tests based on these values here. So what in reality will happen is a backtest will be run for this value, for the starting value of 20, and then a backtest will be run with an increment of this step value, also 20, until MetaTrader 4 reaches a stop value. So a backtest will be run for stop loss equals 20, 40, 60, 80, and 100. So in total, there will be 5 backtests that will be run. Also, you can optimize take profit if you like, and similarly, in this case, another 5 tests will be run. But what if you want to optimize the combination of take profit and stop loss? Well, you can do that in MetaTrader 4 too. You just tick both boxes, and in this case, a total of 5 times 5 equals 25 backtests will be run. And as you can see, that way you can combine any number of different parameters to be run in one big optimization. So that's how we can do optimization in theory. Now let's have a quick look at MetaTrader 4 and see how that all plays out in there. As you can see here, I've got the moving average expert advisor open. We're going to go into its properties. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure that the genetic algorithm is switched off. The genetic algorithm is something we'll be discussing in the last section of this course when we're talking about more in-depth optimizations, and but for now we'll just leave it off because we don't need it. And here we will tick the moving period and moving shift parameters, and say for the moving period we'll set it at 10 start at a step of 10, and we'll go all the way up to 100. So that's the period of the moving average, and the shift will go from 0 with a step of 1 all the way up to 10, and that's the shift of the moving average. So what we'll do now, we'll click OK, then we'll make sure that this optimization box is checked, and then we'll click Start. So because we're using every tick, MetaTrader 4 is collecting data here. And there it goes, our optimization is running. As you can see, 2 new tabs have appeared, Optimization Results and Optimization Graph. If we click into the optimization graph, we'll see 110 different results, because we had 110 backtests that were conducted. And in optimization results, we have a list of these results sorted by profit. Now, I would like to mention that if you see less results here, then you have to, or here, you have to right click and you have to make sure that this checkbox is off, skip useless results, because if it's on, then MetaTrader 4 won't be showing you results that did not make a profit. So I'll just expand this quickly so we can see more. So there are results here that were negative, and if that checkbox is on, then you won't see them. So if it is on by default, so you have to switch it off and then rerun the test again. And now we see all of these results, and as you can see, the most profitable result is up here. We can see the profit factor, expected payoff, and everything, and these are the parameters over here on the right. So as you can see, this report is very handy, and we'll learn how to use it in more detail further down in this course. But for now, what we'll do is we'll just right click on the top result, we'll click Set Input Parameters, and what that does is it takes off optimization, and it already populates these parameters for us into our expert advisor. Now we can just quickly run it and see how the robot performs with these parameters. So now we're running this backtest. And now if we go to results, if we go to graph, as you can see, this is a profitable backtest. Obviously, it's not as good because this is a prepackaged standard expert advisor that comes with MetaTrader 4, but as you can see, MetaTrader 4 helped us optimize the parameters and find the best ones for us. So that's all for today's tutorial. If you are watching on Udemy, please don't forget to rate this course and perhaps leave me a review. I hope you found this information useful, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, happy trading!